So, today we're going to be talking about the sacred woman, and this can actually be you that's watching and listening to this video. Now, what is a sacred woman? In the last video, I was telling you guys that women that hate other women refuse to learn the lessons that a sacred woman has to offer, whether that's her, loving nature, her knowledge, whatever that woman wants to give to another woman, it will be through sacred knowledge. Now, not all women are ruled by the moon. They have a little bit influenced by the moon, but a lot of women are not ruled by the moon. Okay, mostly people that think that they're ruled by the moon would be the water signs Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but that will actually have to be in the moon segment. Okay, and also, sacred women are called high priestesses for a reason. They can be any zodiac sign, it does not matter. It's just they have this connection to the moon. And when horrible things happen to people, it's always linked back to this type of woman, okay? And that is because of her nature and her heart, okay? If you haven't seen the Suicide Squad where they took her heart, and there's a reason why they took her heart, because a person that has her heart controls her. Okay, so if this woman could be married, she give her heart to her husband. The husband controls her until he betrays her and she takes it back, and that man is literally going to be destroyed. So the reason why this woman is controlled by her heart, because how she feels rules everything. So say that you say something to this woman and she's feeling slighted, or you hurt her feelings, because this woman is very sensitive. I'm going to say either by the end of the day or the next day, something's going to happen to that person. It's because she felt some type of way, and an action is going to be happening towards you, because that's just how the moon works. Okay, the moon is about, the darkness, things that you can and cannot see, things that you cannot explain. And this woman is ruled by those laws. Okay, you cannot hurt this woman, you cannot disrespect this woman, because things are going to be after you. Okay, things that you don't know about, things that you can't explain, and this can come through with people, places, and things. Okay, actions that happen against you through other people, because something in the realms sent them to you to be able to collect by hurting this woman. This is what makes this woman very powerful, and this what makes this woman very dangerous. And a lot of time, a lot of women don't know that they are actually sacred women until people end up effing around and finding out. This is why I say the woman with a good heart, you have to understand that polarity within. I'm just talking about not one that pretends to be good, helpful, caring to get something in return. This is just this woman's nature, okay? Because she's ruled by the moon, she is a sacred woman, okay? And she heals within herself. She's not only just a healer, though, okay? She has a lot of different powers, a lot of different spiritual gifts, and things of that nature that some of them don't even know, haven't even tapped into it yet. But how you know is that you either find out at the last minute when you F around and find out about this sacred woman. Okay, she is ruled by an unseen realms, by the spiritual realms and other different realms, and that is going to come back and get you. Something's going to come and get you if you hurt this woman. Okay, and especially if this woman knows her heart. Okay, her heart is pure, she's full of light, and she's protected by the Most High. That quote in the beginning, read it twice, read it 3 times. This is the type of woman that you cannot play with, because this is basically divine feminine energy, but she's a sacred woman that is used by the Most High to get the messages sent, and she is used as retribution. Because once the sacred woman knows her power, after times where she's traumatized or people trying to keep her down, people trying to keep her stunned, they're trying to keep her heart chakra blocked. They're trying to continuously make this woman bitter, make this woman jaded, make this woman slighted. It's because that she is so powerful when she is in alignment. She is so powerful when her heart chakra is not blocked. She has the ability to manifest whatever her heart desire. So this is why, a lot of people try to project onto this woman, but it's not really going to work, because even if they are causing this woman emotional harm and she cleanses through her tears, just know that those spirits, those entities are going to come back to collect on the behalf of the sacred woman. Okay, for this woman, affirmations, or what they call spells, but affirmations is key for this woman. She can speak out what it is that she wants, and she happens. She has a great intuition. She can read people. She can sense things. She has dreams. She is a seer. She is a sacred woman. Nothing is going to be hidden, because the moon is going to tell her. The moon is going to tell her. This is why people that think that they are her enemies, she turned them to allies. The whole quote of making my enemies into a footstool will be applied to this sacred woman, because they will be used for her uprise. The same people that were trying to push her down, block her light, block her love, but they always have to make sure that she's doing it against herself. So what do I mean against herself? Well, again, with the heart, the person that controls her heart kind of sort of controls her, in the sense where, let's say if she's living with family members and they all get to blow their check on whatever they want, clothes, shoes, just like that. So when it's time for this sacred woman to get paid and she sees that the refrigerator is empty, she will spend all of her check putting food in the house instead of getting herself things, because she doesn't want her family to starve, because she loves her family. Or she has a husband and he knows that she loves him so much that she starts to let him slide on a few things. So he will begin to use her love against herself. The same way as her family members can use the love of her family, her nieces and nephews, in order for her to go against herself in the name of love. But once this woman finds out what the people around her has been doing, aka betrayal, and she gets her heart back, that's when all the things going to be starting to get set in motion, because they know exactly what they were doing. It's just she did not realize it until it was at her detriment. This is why she is going to be ruled by the moon. As you can see, that the moon does not have anyone obstructing her shine. And this is where the transformation begins on her journey of her self-love, and not only, not questioning herself, being into alignment with who she is as a woman. What does she has to offer? What are her spiritual gifts? How can she use this to her advantage to benefit herself? So the sacred woman's journey is the value of herself and leveraging it however she sees fit. Now let's get into the magical aspects of the woman that is ruled by the moon, because again, she sees things that are not there, things that she cannot explain. She can see spirits on people, places, and things. She knows when, people are possessed. She can actually cast those demons out, or she can send another demon to collect on the behalf of that one, because in the spiritual realm she is protected. Okay, so the whole projection of anyone trying to project onto her, and she realizes that you're trying to project onto her, yeah, you're going to get got. A spirit is going to be sent to that person immediately. If this is not the type of woman that you can watch and observe, because she's going to feel you watching and observing her, and she's going to start watching and observing you. Nothing gets past this woman. Remember, she's ruled by the moon. Intuition is extremely heightened. Her prophecy. So this woman has the power to speak things into fruition, whether that is good things for her and bad things for you, especially if you do have some type of karma or some type of spiritual debt and she actually knows about it, especially if you are the person that is giving her a hard time. And if she get those messages of your misfortune, they will actually come true. And it's not like that she's putting a curse or anyone like that. The person could be already cursed. And cursed people don't know how to act out here in society. Cursed people act a fool at jobs. Cursed people are always really the problems for everybody else or trying to make other people, life miserable. It's because they are cursed. And usually when she's coming around, you have to ask, what did I do for this type of woman to enter my life? Because 9 times out of 10, it could be karma, or 9 times out of 10, you could be getting some type of spiritual retribution where this woman is there to, see, have you learned from the lessons that you have, learned in order to grow and move forward with this woman. But if not, she's retribution. This woman is also can see what is hidden. Okay, there's nothing hidden that she don't really know about. She's going to come to observe, but she knows everything that is hidden, and she will use that hiddenness against you. She will use your bad energy, your negative energy against you, because you can't be out here trying to project anything onto her when it's really yourself. So the more you understand that, the more a realization that you'll be able to see this woman clearly. A lot of men are afraid of this woman. They feel or sense some type of danger when it comes to this woman. So this is why a lot of men may not approach you, especially the ones that have bad intentions. And it's because they already know that there is some type of energy or unseen forces that are warning men or whoever it is that you date to stay away from this woman, because the price is really high for the emotional pain or any type of damages afforded towards this woman. And it's going to cost him his life, his soul, his career, his stability, his mental capacity, his generational bloodline, his children, his everything. Everything is at risk, man or woman, when it comes to this woman. So this is why people can sense the danger. And they're right to sense danger, because this woman is very, very powerful in how she feels. And what she feels comes true. She makes it true. So be very careful with this woman.